Hey everyone, welcome to episode 3 of Hustle at Work. And today I just thought of speaking myself rather than calling some expert because this is something that I have come across recently among most of the people. So I happened to interview around 150 women in the past 3 months, and I could actually understand that most of them had one common issue. And I'm sure this is not only with women, this also with men. Okay. So many a times we think of having a dream job. And after we get that dream job, at a certain point, either we start getting irritated of the work that we are doing, or sometimes we even end up changing our whole domain or the field. Okay, so the reasons may be many. Some of it might be that you just joined the job because you left that college and you just had got that opportunity, and therefore you continued that domain for the next 5, 8, 10 years. And after 10 years of your work, you suddenly realize that you are in a mess. Same thing also happens even after taking some sabbatical leaves or maternity leaves in case of women, where you leave your job and after 5 or 6 or 8 years, you realize again that I have come to a standstill. There's nothing happening. Now, there are a few questions that I would like to address today in today's episode. Question number one: what is your mindset when you are joining any job? Okay, so any job or any business responsibility that you are taking, maybe when you just cleared your I could say graduation or post graduation, and you just land up into a job, or you land up onto your family business, there is a lot of difference in the world altogether from what you were imagining. And therefore, what happens is that you just jump into that. You just take that step, and you just face the reality that okay, whatever is there, and it's all a sparkling reality to you first of all. And after that, you realize that whatever you were thinking about is something that is not practical. Okay, so that's not practically happening, but still you continue being there for long and long and long. Now, why did you take that job, or why did you take that business role? Well, you took it because that was the opportunity available to you. Sometimes it's peer pressure. Sometimes it's the pressure of the parents. Sometimes it's just the situations around you that force you to take that decision. And you land up taking that decision without even bothering yourself to ask for the second time whether you really want to spend the rest of your life doing the same thing. Well, now, the second thing is, can't we change our jobs or responsibilities or domains after a certain period of time? Is it wrong? Well, I would say that it's not wrong to change your domains after a certain time. But what happens is that the world has moved too ahead. If you're skilling yourself at that pace, if you're learning something at that pace, and you are with the world where the world is, then of course you can switch your domains, switch your work roles, switch your work responsibilities, and do something that you really love. Okay, so but if you are not learning and you're just thinking that this was something that I was doing earlier also, and this is something that I loved, from when I was a child, and I should suddenly start doing that, well, that would actually not work. Suppose if I tell you you really loved playing games, and Suddenly it comes to your mind, someone says, that you earn a patent towards creating a game and you earn like, crores and millions of rupees. And you shift your mind, and then your mind comes back to again gaming and developing of games and those sort of stuff. But how many times are you really trying to learn how to develop it? And to learn at that pace that helps you develop a business out of it, or that helps you create a profession out of it. Okay, so although it might be a love, it might be a passion to play games, but to start developing them is something that requires skilling yourself, that requires upgrading yourself. So if you have upgraded yourself to a level where you feel that it will give you some benefit at the end of the day, you can definitely change your domains. But if you haven't skilled up yourself, and if you're thinking that I'll leave the current role and then I will learn and then again I will establish something, or I'll do hand in hand, then I'm sorry, my friends, but you are wrong at this moment, and this thing will actually not help you out. So if you've seen, then people ask me that what we should do then. I mean, that is it wrong to follow your passion? Well, no, it's not at all wrong to follow your passion, but don't get carried away by anyone else's thought. Don't get carried away by anyone else's success. Okay, just because they are successful and they are saying that make your passion your profession, including me, I also say in some of my programs, but that really doesn't mean that you convert only your passion to profession. Converting passion to profession is an art, my friends. So it takes time to do that. And how you need to do that is a step by step process. There's a whole lot of strategy involved into that. And that's something that you will have to learn, that you will have to take within yourself, that you will have to explore, you will have to accept that when you are entering this kind of an environment of changing your passion to profession, you will actually have to learn a lot before earning. And when you learn a lot, the earning shall follow soon. So, all that I want to say right now is it's not wrong to choose your passion and convert it into a profession, but it's very important, one, how you do it, and second, at what time of your life are you doing it? If you're doing it at a time of your life where you're already financially burdened, I would actually not want you to increase that burden, although you can always take it side by side. So now, for those who are doing their corporate jobs, and many of the people they come into my work-life transformation coaching sessions, and they sometimes tell me that although we have got our dream company, we are earning a good salary, the family is happy, we are having all, I mean, most of the basic necessities are met, parents are happy, but I am not happy from within, and I feel professionally I should do something else. But I have a fear whether the family will support or not. I have a fear whether the financials will be stable or not. To those people who are doing corporate jobs right now, and if you want to shift towards what you really love, I would say first learn something about what you really love. Can it really be converted to a profession? Is it possible to earn money from that thing so much that your family is financially sound, you all are secured? Because sometimes when most of the people, when they are following some profession or they are into a job, the family expenses do depend on your earning. So if your earning changes, the expenses might also change, or it might reflect in your savings plans. So ideally, what you need to do is while you are in your corporate jobs, take your skilling step by step, so that somewhere when you have that free time apart from your office work hours, you're actually developing your skills and you're developing that passion, bringing that passion and keeping it alive. So that's the first thing that you need to do. You need to keep your passion alive. if you're not keeping it alive, and if suddenly after 10 years you are thinking about it that, okay, I really love playing games and I need to develop them, so that will not work in real world, because there are already millions of people working on that similar kind of idea. So how do you think your hard work of 1 year is going to do wonders? Please be practical, my friends. Work life is all about being practical, all about analyzing how the market is, all about analyzing yourself and finding some satisfaction within yourself. The next question that I would like to cover is very simple yet very difficult. What should be the age or the right age to do such kind of things wherein you can really convert your passion to profession? Well, I would say there is no particular age limit to do such a thing. The only thing is how well you are able to analyze what you love and how can you convert it into a profession that earns you money, that can be a business, that can be a profession, that people know you for that skill. Okay, so let me give a very simple example. If you have seen some of the motivational videos of people like Robin Sharma or Sandeep Maheshwari, so these are people have who are known for their skill. Okay, so now Sandeep has a skill, which is one is into photography and the other one is speaking to people. So he can speak to people in a very light mode. And you know what? Apart from the words that he is telling, the best part is when you're watching his sessions and when the people are sitting on in his sessions, people feel as if he is interacting to them. So that's the connect, and that's his skill that he has. Same way, if you talk about a business person, a person who can crack any deal, the best salesperson, what he does to crack that deal. Maybe the customer, or he's able to find the pain point of the customer while he's talking to the customer. And that way the customer feels attracted. And that's how he's able to close the sales. So everyone has that particular skill set, that particular mindset that can change your skill set to profession is what you need to develop. And that comes with time, wherein you spend some time on how you need to do it. Okay, so this whole thing is a process, and not only learning that skill and upgrading it is important, but also the process of understanding that how do I need to take this forward step by step, chunk by chunk, so that everything gets done in a compiled manner. Okay, so I hope that you will be able to get some insight out of these key pointers. Before leaving, I want to address one last question. What do you think the best businessmen and the best, I could say, software developers or the best media persons, what they are doing? They are actually living their dream. They made their dream come true. How? They did it by converting passion to profession. Because when you start loving something, when you start to love doing a particular thing, and you take up as that as your profession, your work life actually becomes more enjoyable. It becomes more lively. You put in your heart into your work, and that's how you get innovative and creative results coming out of it. But of course, hard work is a part of it, which cannot be separated. So, the only thing while closing the session that I would like to say is that never ever kill your passion. Keep it alive, take it forward to another level wherein you can learn more about it. You can analyze the market, whether really people need that skill, or what is the way, that small trick by which you can transform your skill so that it becomes useful to the market. Okay, so all of these things that I am telling you right now are summed up in my 21 days program, where you get a strategy each day, step by step, to convert your passion to profession. What you leave with is a foolproof plan of what you need to do for the next 90 days to convert your passion to profession. That's how you can actually make wonders, guys. So if you feel that such a program can help you, it's the time that you can register for the program. The program details are given down below in the description box. Please click on the link and enjoy learning something new. Keep your passion alive. See you in the next session.